We are back, the original Chicks Hicks. My YouTube channel actually is now saying the original Chicks Hicks because later I did on my new video. Because I did raise it up a little bit because I thought that some of them were a little quiet. And I went and instead of just hitting my channel, I just happened to, it was easier for me to go to the search bar and I put in the Chicks Hicks channel. It did not come up. And apparently there's about 1 million channels that are called Chicks Hicks. And even a couple that are called Chicks Hicks but still have a picture of Chick Hicks from Cars. I've already gone into that, I'm not going into that again, but I was like, if I can't search for my own channel, no one else is going to be able to either, even if they want to find it. So, by putting the original Chicks Hicks in front, then it should work. I hope it works because I can only do one more change in a 90-day period of time. So if I have to change it again, I'm screwed for 90 days if I accidentally do a typo. We are now called that. So what we're doing today, we're going to be back on my Warlock character. I am at 674. Technically I could probably be at 675 depending on, see, like I've got my Graviton Lance going on because I was playing some PvE. So let me switch up to the Blast Furnace, over to the Escalation Shotgun. Yeah, I'll keep the Hammerhead for now. So yeah, I'm at 676 now, actually. What we're going to do today, besides just kind of grinding for more, stuff, we are going to work on forging my last... I need to destroy some stuff. It's okay, if you can get up to 5 of one of these, like this one's pretty close, you can recycle them for whatever currency they're worth. Some are glimmer, some are bright dust. But a lot of times if I get down to 1, especially these ones I know I'm not going to use, I'll dismantle it. Because honestly, you can go to your collection section and just reacquire any shaders. So if you didn't know that, for those who are trying to play Destiny 2 the Fashion Edition, you can go to the collections and say, like, I really like Metallic Sunrise. I use it on a lot of my characters' pieces. Then I will go ahead and, especially if I find armor that I really, really like, good perks, good look to them, I'll go ahead and do it. Like right now I'm just grinding up to the top level, so right now I'm just basically using whatever because I don't want to waste having to grind enhancement cores just to power up my armor for now. But later on I'll probably look to see what armor I have. I really like the Revelry armor that's coming up, so that may be something that I'll keep. Also maybe the Iron Banner ones as well. I can keep those and just power them up. Because when I get to the endgame grind, I mean when I get to the full endgame grind where I'm no longer able to go up in power level, and it's just a matter of maybe doing exotic quests and Crucible and stuff, I'll need something to do. So we're also using the Stormcaller still for now. Like I said, they just had upgrades to the arc classes and so I'm not using the big Chaos Reach super right now, mainly because even though the Chaos Reach does way more damage, especially with these, but the grenades for let's see, it's the top path, yeah, it does damage and it chains way more than it did. I mean, before it would go like, do a couple people and just do some damage. Now it would do a ton of damage, chain, do a ton of damage, and kills will also chain them even longer. And then on top of it, they will actually return to the same target at least twice, I believe. Plus, I like the ability to teleport during Storm Trance, and since this is sort of what I was using in PvP anyways, until I can get my Nova Bomb super, which to do that I'm gonna have to grind some Blind Well, which I may do at some point. But today we're gonna try to keep it on point. We're gonna go talk about the Black Forge. Now every week you have the chance to grab 2 gold frames. See how they're gold? I usually have one, but there's some that are kind of that color. They're just kind of a gray, and they're just like augmented weapons, which I don't know if they're worth it because they're not power weapons. I mean, they're not like powerful gear, so they're always lower than your power level. But I don't know, maybe they have some perks that you can't get otherwise, or that are harder to find. I mainly do it just so I can get rid of these modulus reports, but still, but with the gold, you usually have a few little quest steps in order to, like, make it ready to be forged. So we're going to do that. I'm going to show you the best way to do that, and then I'll show you what forge to use, and also maybe we'll get lucky. It'd be kind of nice to have on this video. This is also a tip on how to get the Jotuns or the La Monarque, which are two exotics that dropped in Black Forge, and they can only be dropped in the final forge, the Baguzia Forge and the EDZ, and they can only be dropped if you're forging one of these gold frames. Now, the cool thing is it doesn't take over it, so you'll actually get the exotic plus the gold frame you're looking for. But you can, like I said, you can only do 2 a week, and really to get them, it's a bit of a pain in the butt, because to get one, you have to do 2 full ignitions anyways, which is another reason why I go ahead and do the gray power frames. And then the other one, you have to do like 7 bounties. You see, in fact, we're going to go to the Black Armory first. You do 7 bounties, and also you do the 2 ignitions, and you will get the these ballistic logs, I believe, and then you can trade those in for the gold frames. Now, the cool thing is I'm at a point where, like right now, this is my last gold frame, so I could theoretically not do any more daily missions, because there's no reason for me to really have a ballistics log for this week, but I can go ahead and get a jump start for next week. So when Tuesday hits and the reset happens, I can go ahead and grab my new gold frame, and then grab the 2 weekly bounties and start working on them. So that way, once I do 2 ignitions, which is really easy because you have to do at least 1 ignition to do the gold frame you're working on, then just do 1 more ignition and you'll get 1 more ballistics log, and you can go grab your other gold frame. There are some really good weapons. I don't really remember what the hand cannon and the auto rifle is, which is what I'm sort of working on now. But I'm probably, with my first try, the pulse rifle will give you the blast furnace, which is a really, really good pulse rifle. And it does drop powerful, which means it'll always be above whatever power level you're currently at. Or really, its power levels above the best item power level you have. So even if I had, I don't know, this Huckleberry attached, it'll still look at whatever my most powerful one is. So 681 is, I think, my most powerful right now. So it'll be at least, like, I believe it's 3 above that. But I'm going to keep going for the blast furnace because, well, 1, again, enhancing is annoying. Although, if you do enhance the same name, you just have to use Glimmer, so it's not bad. But I'm looking for perks. I'm looking for a God roll. I'm looking for something that has, I would like Rampage, or, I don't even know what the right perks are, but I can tell you the one I have is not that great.
Go ahead. Peruse what we have to offer.
So, since this last update, they now have all the gold power frames are now unlocked. Now, you can't do the same frame twice, but see, before they would just do 3 randomly, and all, you'd have weeks where you'd have 3 that you just don't want. Like I seriously doubt I'm ever gonna use the sniper rifle or the bow frame. I know the Tatar gauges really is not bad for a sniper rifle, but once I finally get around to getting some of the big exotic snipers, I don't feel like I'm gonna need it. Like I said, these are the other frames. They use the modulus reports. Like I said, I usually do them anyways, just because I'm full up on modulus reports. Just to be honest. So, I don't like being full up, because every time they drop, then that goes to the postal, and they just sit there. These are your bounties. They're usually pretty easy. There's at least a few of them. So you defeat enemies with power weapons while purchasing the forge is easy. Oh, look at that. They actually have one just completed a mission at the forge that we're going to. So, that's not as easy. Complete a black armor weapon frame and claim its reward. I'm doing that anyway as well. Complete a daily historic story mission with at least one black armor weapon equipped. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grab that one just in case, because this one, it may be talking about one of these frames. It's not specific. I'm guessing it's a gold frame, but just in case. I got these things. You'll get these obsidian accelerators from the doing forge stuff, and what this does is it does increase damage during forging missions, so I'll go ahead and do that. You know what? I might grab one of those. I know they got the black armory mods, which are pretty cool. I do like that they allow you to buy mod components that you can go to the gunsmith and get them. But let's acquire one of these. Ooh. I might have to put that on one of my dragonfly weapons. Sadly, I doubt I can put it on my graviton lance. There's one of those lances, pulse rifles, I had to have it. And let's grab one of these. I don't think I'm using anything that has dragonfly right now. I'm pretty sure I would have noticed that. But I guess, see, I couldn't use it on Ace of Spades Firefly, but I do have some that have the yeah, and what that perk is it's a whenever you get a headshot, it like explodes. They even show it if you don't get a dragonfly. This will actually enhance that, which is pretty cool. So, which one do I want to use it on? Let's use it on. I can't do its eye close either, because this is an older weapon. What about the hammerhead? It already has it. They may only work on black armory weapons, so let's go ahead and just use it. See, right now I have air assault, and ambition assassin's not too bad. I think you start off with 30 something bullets a clip, 40 bullets a clip, and if you just kill 3 or 4 people rapidly, which is pretty easy to do, you can make it to where your next clip has 60 bullets in it, which is kind of crazy. Any of these that I would want to do, best spec is really all that great. Yeah, I'm just not gonna do it. I mean, it costs 5,000 glimmer. It's not that much, but still. Okay, so I'm ready to get started. Actually, at some point I will probably switch over to that when I get to something. But okay, so let's go to the EDZ. And our first step in the quest is to kill Cabal and collect something. And then also we have to collect a weapon core from these forge boxes. It'll be right around here where the bridge is. A lot of times you'll see these 2 boxes. There's little shields, and you have these little drones that are flying around. You have to kill the drones and stuff. But be careful. There's also forge saboteurs, which are basically good-sized bosses, and they have the same shield. So, but they'll have 4 shield drones. So these things will be shooting at you, and you will have to destroy these tiny little drones that are flying around. And you have to destroy them before you can do damage on the boss. So. There's usually, I want to say, there's probably going to be 3 steps to getting this thing ready for a forge. Usually the first step is something like this. You have to get one of the weapon cores, the forge bosses, and then collect something from certain enemies. This one's Cabal, sometimes they're Fallen, sometimes they're Vex. And then usually there's probably going to be something where you have to like get multi-kills, some sort of kill quest involving whatever weapon you're going for, basically. So if it's pulse rifles, like I had to get 15 pulse rifle multi-kills, which is pretty easy. Oh, the new, let's see, well, maybe, can I do it? It's weird, I can't seem to do any of my emotes. I do have them equipped. That's weird. Oh well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Maybe it's just a glitch and it'll fix itself in a little bit. But anyways, and then the final quest is almost always gathering radiant seeds. When we get to it, I'll show you exactly what you probably need to do. It's to me, it's one of the easiest ways to get through it. You could probably do something like certain public events and certain maybe some of the escalation protocols could work, but basically what it is these, you have to collect these things they come from powerful enemies. And yeah, when you walk around, you will see some powerful enemies. But they're pretty few and far between. You just kind of have to work around. So right now, these, like I said, these forge thingies just kind of pop up whenever they want to. We need to kill Cabal. We're going to Firebase Hades. Easy place. Cabal are everywhere. Just kill. We'll go do that for a little while, and then we'll go back to the outskirts and see if it's still working. If it's not, we may just have to wait around for a while. Honestly, though, if it's not there, there's also a good place on Nessus. That's literally that first place that you always go to. Please don't notice me. They're there a lot too, so it's just a matter of kind of luck, timing, and maybe patience. I'm going to try not to have to do that. I really don't want any part of this video where I'm just going to be sitting there forever waiting. I said, like, luckily, like I said, if that forge there, I would just do that right then and there, and then go do this, but since it's not there, I'll just go do this first. So like I said, and also what's nice is you just automatically collect it. You don't have to worry about, running over to them. So now, right now, I'm getting really lucky that they're just almost every single one I've killed I've gotten. But I'll tell you this, usually it doesn't work that way. Most of the time that I've been going for these things, it looks like I'd be lucky to get, maybe that was the samples. I mean, these I guess they're dropping pretty well. There's one of those ones, I think the samples from, oh yeah, it's the Zerg quest, which by the way, the Zerg quest is there today. I might do that too. I'll have to go figure out where the heck Zerg is. But the Zerg quests are always complete a certain strike and then collect 9 essence from like 3 different enemies types. And it's actually really annoying because, like I said, the essence drops. I mean, it's not rare, but it's pretty rare. Like, I've literally, and you only need 9, and I've had to kill 70, 100 of these guys to do it. So this should take quicker than I originally thought. For those who don't know, shoot the shields. Because when I saw somebody over here, maybe I was wrong. like the ambitious assassin. And I've had times where I've killed 4 or 5 people rapidly, and then reloaded and had like 60 bullets, and I was able to kill like 2 more people. And I went to automatically reload because like most first-person shooters, especially the more realistic ones, it's one of those things where you always want to, you see somebody, you kill them. If there's other people, then you kill them. But if there's nobody there, then you go ahead and reload your weapon. Okay, 5 more. But like I said, half the time I'll hit reload and I'll be like, oh, I didn't use any bullets. See, I hit square and I can't believe I missed that. Can I hit this far? I can, but I don't do a lot of damage. That's one of the things I really need to, like I said, when I'm trying for what I really want out of my blast furnace, I really want my range to be as maxed as I can. If I can get lucky, I can get a range masterwork, and then make sure most of my perks have some sort of range increase. Okay, so we are now done. The outskirts real quick. And like I said, if it's not there, we'll head over to Nessus. Oh yeah, it's the Scourge of the Past. They add so much stuff to Earth, it's not even funny. I will tell you that I can tell you whenever a public event's coming in, I've noticed, especially on Nessus, they do a pretty good job of, the Ford Saboteurs tend to show up right about the same time. So, let's say my wife may be on the hard way home. We may end up pausing this for a little bit, and then, picking up later. What I might do is actually stop the stream, and then just record whatever I play after this. And then I'll just do this in 2 parts. Well, the stream will automatically upload. I'm an idiot. The stream will automatically upload, and then I've been wanting to create a new intro for my channel videos, which is the reason why I haven't really made any actual YouTube videos. So, may do that. Okay, so it looks like they're not over here. So like that, maybe taking a break from this, and then, like I said, I'll keep filming any of the Black Armory stuff that I'm doing, at least until we get the gold weapon done. Okay, let's see if these things show up. Like sometimes these things will show up as soon as one of these public events come in. So I don't need to kill the Saboteur, I just need the boss.
To those in the field, a catch is on its way. I'm not sure what it's up to, but I doubt it's good.
So there's another, usually one like right around this area. The boss will show up right here, and then the other box will be around this area right there. So even though they're not there now, for those who know that they're looking, sometimes I think I've seen them around there sometimes too, the box. And the boss for this one is one of those big servitors, so they do transport, so sometimes they'll be roaming here, but most of the time they spawn in right here. So let's head to Nessus real quick, and hopefully we'll get lucky, and they'll already be there. And I don't have to fight the Saboteurs, I just need to get the stupid box opened. Izanami Forge. Again, like I said, it looks like a public event's coming in, so if we're lucky. Now, if my wife comes in and basically forces me to get the game, which I don't mind, honestly. I sit there and say that. I don't know if my wife's going to listen to this, but I'm being absolutely truthful here. I like spending time with my wife. A lot of times, I really would rather just watch stuff with her. But sometimes she gets home and she wants to do a bunch of stuff in the kitchen, and I don't mean cooking, but just talking with the parents, her parents, or they do live with us because they can't really afford to live by themselves. Or doing something with the kids sometimes. She likes it. I'm more of a stay in my room and not just play games, but watch shows, watch YouTube, read books, do that. So a lot of times she does that. So I'll sometimes, like I said, I might just get to keep on playing anyways. And also she works nights, so she may be tired and she may want to go to sleep. Which if she does that, like I said, I'll definitely just record. And do that later. Okay, see, there's the Ford Saboteur. Okay, so we need to get down there before they disappear. I told you, they do show up here quite often. It's pretty normal. But yeah, see, here's the problem. This thing's about to start. Sometimes...
With another lander. I have already predicted the outcome of this venture.
Whenever a public event comes in, other enemies in the vicinity will disappear. I'll try not to get killed by the saboteur while, dang it. Please don't disappear after that. Why can't I open it?
So, failsafe, what are the odds we take this lander?
As good as always.
I'll open this one. See, this is annoying. Normally they just, the open signs will function. Especially ones that I've actually opened up. You're annoying, little dude. I may just have to try to get rid of this thing. Once I break this down. I do that a lot lately. You have to be careful, these drones will... which means, yeah, so now I get to play the waiting game. Again, look for the ship. That's why I mentioned my Thunderlord. My Thunderlord would do more damage faster. I want to get stunned because sometimes these saboteurs come back, or the boxes will come back after. Yeah, if not, we'll just go back to the easy. Where's that dang ship? There it is. There we go.
We got the ship.
Okay, let's see if I can get my super from running. Remember, I have those exotics on that allows me to get my super running. Since I don't have the Chaos Reach, it's not as fast. But it should still be. It doesn't do nearly as much damage. Please tell me I can open you now.
Another lander turned to scrap.
My calculations suggest you have reduced local Red Legion morale by 28%.
Why am I having such difficulty with this? Yeah, let's go do this one. Why don't you open? Let me look at this. Because even if you don't have this guy, this quest going, yeah. Oh crap! It's in easy, didn't it? All right, it's embarrassing, but definitely a good note to take. Make sure you read. Yeah, make sure you read. Quest step completely. Like that, maybe we got a black army weapon from that. Actually, I'm pretty lucky today. Okay, let's go back to the outskirts. Maybe with this luck we'll keep going. I was able to get a legendary armor from the public event, which is rare. I know they say it's in the Gulch. I know it's kind of up there, kind of know where it's supposed to be, but trust me, there's only 2 places for it to be. Just because it's not in one place doesn't mean it's in the other place. So you may end up either way having to wait. So we'll see. Let's look at what we grabbed. These probably won't be powerful, but there are ones that I don't know if I actually have. That's kind of weird, though. They only have... one perk. This must be a much older... I'm going to have to look at my collections to see if I ever had that one. And then let's look at the Black Armory weapon. It does have Outlaw, which is pretty cool. Outlaw allows when you get a kill, the reload is increased. Autoloader basically loads it while you're stored. We want range. You know, it's really not all that bad. I mean, I already have the Polaris Lance. I don't really need it. It's also not powerful, so I'm not keeping it. But if you're looking for one of the better weapons, those perks really weren't half bad. They would be ones I would be okay with getting. I still might look for a better one, but that's not that bad. Let's see. Okay, so let's go. If anybody's never played Destiny 2 and you see these little parts and think those are cool, yeah, they're kind of cool. But they kind of control like the Warthog, which is not super great. I mean, you can do some cool stuff with it, the way the controls work, but... And of course, they're not here. You know, almost every time that I go forge one of these weapons, they're here every time. But then apparently when I need to actually have them here, let's go over the Gulch and see if I can find it. I sort of remember where it's at, but Outskirts is the one I always go to because Outskirts is also how you get to the Bagoozier Forge, which is the forge I'm going to go. So it's just the more familiar route. So, right direction, which I am. Alright. What's actually funny is these saboteurs in the boxes actually showed up prior to Black Forge dropping. It's kind of one of those things where, because of the way they add stuff to their games now, where they basically have everything that they're going to do sort of already in there, and the updates are really just a matter of, let's see, nice. The updates are really just a matter of turning the information on. Wow. I'm getting wrecked. And that is why. Okay. So I now remember about where these things show up. They actually show up right over here. So yeah, that being said, because the saboteurs and the boxes didn't have anything in them. They really don't unless you're going for the quest. But the saboteurs would drop some of the Black Armory stuff. So, okay, let's go back to the Outskirts. I don't know the likelihood of when they show up, but I know I see them show up a lot more here. And again, see, there's a public event going on, so like Nessus, maybe, just maybe it'll be there. Like I said, the next quest should be easy, and like I said, I'm really showing, like I said, the biggest tip besides just getting through the forge, which hopefully we can do on the first try. I've been pretty lucky. The first time I tried this forge, like twice, I got teamed up with people who weren't able to help. But since then, which I've done at least another 3-4 times, every single time we've been able to beat it. So, I say them, I don't know, like I said, maybe one of those things, like, but basically, the final boss to this forge is like a big tank, which most people know how to defeat, but it doesn't act like a normal tank necessarily. Like, it opens up the core like normal, but I went to do my Chaos Reach just to the core thinking, man, it's going to do a ton of damage. In reality, it didn't do much. We're going to go over here and grab some ammo. At this point, I kind of feel like I just need to pop back and forth between this area and see, 56. Look at that. 56 bullets in this round. Yeah, see, it's actually a really good idea to go for these again. They up the lore by quite a bit, the lore drops. I want to say some of them are now 50%, and I think some of them are even 100%, which is crazy. Meaning that the way to get it is a guaranteed drop. Like, I think the Blind Well now will drop part of its lore after every completion. When it used to be like 5%. I said again, I'm giving this a shot so that I thought that was gonna kill it.
To those in the field, a catch is on its way. I'm not sure what it's up to, but I doubt it's good.
Okay, let's go back to the gulch. Gotta ship in one of these areas soon. Yeah, there's a time where people would really grind these things. These are the Fort Saboteurs, because, like I said, the weapons are coming early. Because the big thing is, the black armored weapons that aren't that aren't weapon frames really aren't nearly as... There we go. So, the boxes are around here somewhere. There it is. Let's, go to that box before it decides to disappear. There we go. Sheesh, it should not have been that hard. Like I said, I do this, which means it's usually... Yeah, see, it's not like being tracked. See if I can go back to orbit. Okay, so now let us go check out the next step. See, multi-kills. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is gonna take a little while. I gotta get 25 multi-kills with auto rifle and then 75 Cabal kills. Although if I kill 75 Cabals, I'm pretty darn sure that will give me the multi-kills pretty close. Luckily I have the horror story. Alright, yep, so let's grab our horror story and let's go kill some Cabal. I'm trying to think of a good place to kill Cabal. I know the Hades base is nice for if we're on the EDZ, but I don't think it's the best place necessarily. Well, honestly, I could be wrong. Let's go to... yeah, all the way up here to the Sunken Isles. Now, multi-kills I used to think were 3, but I'm pretty sure they're just 2. As long as you kill 2 people quickly. This is, so for those who might be following my Titan, this is the endgame in terms of the main campaign story. Big, huge Cabal ship.
To those in the field, a catch is on its way. I'm not sure what it's up to, but I doubt it's good.
Yeah, but that's all fallen. I don't want fallen, but technically it's just multi-kills. It's not...
This is about to get interesting.
And very dangerous. Watch out.
So I've got enough people here, they could probably work on the tank for me for the most part, and I'll just work on getting multi-kills.
Let's see them fight without weapons. Wait.
So let me at least get one of these tanks down. There we go.
We stopped 2 walkers and took their caches.
Superlative work.
Hey, look at that. Prime endgame. That would be useful too. Might as well grab this and then we'll go kill some things. Yeah, so look at that. I already got 12 multi-kills out of that. So now let's just go kill some Cabal. Now the only issue with this area is sometimes some of the Cabal that are around here are the big monstrosity things, and I mean, I can kill them with an assault rifle. I mean, auto rifle, don't get me wrong, but if the whole point is to get multi-kills, it's like the multi-kill, looks like the Cabal kills don't have to be auto rifle kills, what I saw. Meaning that theoretically, once I get all these multi-kills done, got snuck up on by very powerful enemies. And by the way, the Centurions were not what I was talking about, the big guys. I mean, they're definitely bigger than, say, almost have the multi-kills done. Yeah, I can't summon my vehicle here, which is annoying because it's the fastest way through. But the crazy thing is, you can actually have your vehicle here, you just can't summon it here. So once I get these multi-kills done, I can just go around slaughtering Cabal with whatever I can find. More of these. There we are. Now let's just go kill some Cabal. Phone. Let's Cabal. Okay, we're just about halfway there. I will admit, this game can be tedious. Especially when you don't read these things correctly. Yeah. Great. Oh well. Like I said. At least I don't have to worry about, they don't have to be multi-kills, they just have to be kills. Note to self, if I have to do this again, come down here. Because I'm actually getting tons of multi-kills on top of my couple of kills. Now you... I try not to kill too many people besides this guy. Alright. I would actually say that's pretty. I guess I dropped into a lost sector, didn't realize it. Which is fine. Lost sectors are good. A lot of these lost sectors will actually have up to 100 enemies in it, so... In fact, I may see if I can just respawn in this. I guess I'll open this up. Honestly, it's really not a point to it. But you will get some planetary materials, which you want planetary materials, because they are using in the infusing process. So, let us go out and come back in. The best part about this place was that there's actually quite a bit of low-level Cabal. Like I said, that's the problem with this area, even though there's a ton of Cabals, there's actually quite a bit of high-level Cabals. Okay, how far up do I have to go in order to exit? For those who don't know about hidden sectors very much, I've explained a little bit about them in my Titan walkthrough, but, see, there we are. Once the name of the next area comes up, you can just go right back in and all the enemies respawn. That's the reason why if you watch a lot of YouTube videos on tips on how to get through some missions, quite a bit of quests. At one point we'll have you grinding. We'll have you grind some hidden sectors. Or lost sectors, or whatever they're called. Because like I said, they're usually full of characters. A lot of times they're full of low-level characters. The problem is you do kind of have to know which lost sectors have what enemy types. Some of them are smaller than others. So like this one's really nice because it's got a lot of ads. Vexor is probably one of the easiest. It may be taken to killing just numbers of ads. But sometimes the mission is actually more towards not necessarily killing a lot of ads, but killing powerful enemies or wanted enemies even. So at that point, good, almost done. At that point, you're gonna want I'm trying to kill all the ads without killing the boss. really don't need to kill the boss here. Two more lowly ads.